Phil Veldheer Racing in beautiful Holland, Michigan. We have an 8-car drag race team, and I get calls all the time, not calls, I get emails of different people asking what parts I use, what I recommend on this, and I just want to go through and show a few of the things that we use on all the race cars. I'm going to start, I got a cheat sheet here. Hard block is in all my engines. I have several engines. If we turn around here, I have several engines. I have seven transmissions sitting there, but all my cars have hard block in it. And several places sell a lot of it. Jag Summit, Motor State in Michigan here are several places you can pick it up. Mickey Thompson tires on every car. This happens to be the 9-inch Mickey Thompson radial. We run, this particular car I've owned for a long time. I've set 6 IHRA world records with it. I've won my class with it 8 times. Last several years, I've had Brad Zaskowski and Mark Howard drive it. They've won 5 or 6 national events. But it's a fun car to drive. This particular car, I drive this one weekly. This is a brand new car out of the showroom with 9 original miles on it. It's just a fun car. It's got a big block Oldsmobile in it. Also equipped with hard block. 99 Camaro behind us here. That came from Hurricane Katrina. That was underwater. We bought it with a salvage title. And that also has got hard block in it, Mickey Thompson tires. Over here you can see some of our VP racing fuel. We start the year with 8 drums, and we use C12 basically exclusively on all the cars I own. Over here, we love the consistency of the VP. This is something we switched to last year. It just came out basically. It's full synthetic VP racing oil. This is the full synthetic. They also have semi-synthetic, but I switched this black car. I like to do before and afters. I was using a 20W50 other oil. I won't say what it was, but I went to the track with the full synthetic VP synthetic racing oil, and I picked up a solid 10th with this oil, along with the VP racing fuel. Also, I'd like to talk about my welder. All the cages, all the fabrication were all done with a Miller welder. We also have a Miller plasma cutter. Great products, great company to do with. Most of the NASCAR teams use Miller. A few other things over here. I don't have a sticker, but I have a sticker on the car. DNR Driveline in Jenison, Michigan makes all of our drive shafts. And believe it or not, a drive shaft is a wearable item. I won't tell you how long they'll last, but it's good to, my opinion, it's good to replace drive shafts every 3 or 4 years. We talked about A&A before, but I really didn't show any parts. I was there yesterday, a great company, Spring Lake, Michigan. And when you're building or fabricating something like this winter, I'm going to put on Moroso vacuum system. And if you need all these bushings, they have everything. Spring Lake, Michigan, A&A Manufacturing. All my cars are equipped that I own have Mosier axles, Portland, Indiana, a great company. Started by one of my best friends, Greg and Marianne Mosier. I made many trips to Portland, Indiana, and we would just sit and talk politics, etc. Just a great company, Greg Mosier. Started Mosier Engineering many years ago, a good company. I talked about Proform parts earlier, I have their carburetor and their water pumps. I also have Proform starters, but Proform also makes a lot of great tools at great prices. Valve spring tester, one of many items I have of them, and I've tested against other brands, and it's just as accurate for a lot better price. F&K rod ends, have F&A rod ends on all my cars. Fregola fittings, Fregola hoses, another great company. And I'm gonna have to trust her on this, but the lady I deal with told me Fregola in Italian means strawberry, so we'll find out later. Smith Brothers push rods, Bend, Oregon. One time I had 12 or 13 engines at the same time. And the neat thing about them, I've never broken one. They can make anything that you can dream up of in size and different tips, etc. And they'll put my name on it. It's kind of neat. So all my engines have my name on it. Arc Heat, great company out of Daytona Beach, Florida. All my cars have a oil pan heater. My white Camaro has a oil pan heater, a transmission heater, and a rear end heater. And if you plug them all in, you want to set a record, you want to get everything, all the fluids hot, you need an arc heater. All my products, I order so much out of this company. Competition Products, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, in a division of theirs. Same location, Howard Cams, great company. I'd like to just talk a little bit about Moroso, a little bit. Great company. I have their spark plug wires. This is the Ultra 40 with a sleeve. This spark plug wire, I have, these are over valve cover. All my small block Chevys are under the header. But I don't know if it's 100%, but I think it's 100% of all NASCAR teams use this spark plug wire. There's a fireproof sleeve over the actual spark plug wire. A great company. This is the my winter project. I put this motor plate on it last winter. Winter before, I put a whole new front end underneath it. Winter before, I put a Competition Products, a division of Moroso, Competition Engineering, excuse me. Put in their anti-roll bar, works great. But this vacuum pump is going on this winter. I'd like to show you one last thing on the inside of this Venom car. Over here. This is Moroso. Holds 3 quarts of oil. When you initially start the car, we have an electric one here. You can also get a hand, but this electric, you turn the ignition on, it pre-lubes the engine, and when you shut it off, it fills it back up. Look it up on Moroso. You can also see another sample of Fregola fitting and Fregola braided hose here. Other items we use, let's go to the back of these cars. I'm gonna just pop the trunk in. These are the easiest two to get to. We've used Optima batteries for about 20 years. They work. There's that Optima. This one I got a red top in it. Black car I drive. Got 2 red tops in here. I just believe in Optima. Besides racing, my other hobby is bass fishing. My bass boat, I replaced 2 blue tops that I had in there for 11 years. Okay, we went through the Optima batteries, K&N oil filters and air filters. I can pop this hood on this particular car. K&N. Can't see the oil filter in this one, but the one in here is an HP 3002. Pop the hood on this black car here a minute. Because I have 2-inch headers on this big block Oldsmobile, I have to use, on this particular set of headers, I have to use a remote oil filter. And I use a 3001 K&N, and I have 0 issues. Never leak. All my cars, I should pop the hood on this one too, because this is a unique car also. This car I built with a massive roll cage in it because I want to take this land speed racing. It's extra heavy because of that. Again, you can see our K&N air filter, and this uses the HP 3001. I also want to show you, I didn't know if I showed you this, talked about this before. This is my picture of my, not in this garage, but my house garage. I have this red Cutlass. I've raced this for 30 years. Identical setup to this K&N remote oil filter, K&N air filter with the K&N top. Mickey Thompson tires. All the cars, ARP fasteners, valve covers, oil pans, rod bolts, main bolts. All the cars have got Harlan Sharp roller rockers. They're just a great family. I just had the Harlan Sharps on this particular engine. Were probably 12 or 13 years old, a lot of runs on it. I just sent it to Harlan Sharp in Ohio, and the Becker boys rebuild it for you. Really, really low cost to rebuild it. I like Proform parts. I have here's a good picture of the Proform water pump, excuse me. Proform carb. Here's a good example here, again, of a Proform water pump. Right here. Proform water pump. Proform carb. I'll pop this off. Proform really makes a great carburetor. This happens to be a Proform 950. It's very consistent. A few other products. Let's look at seats. Every car I own has got Jazz seats. Jazz aluminum seat. Right here we can look at one. Jazz seat. Every car I own has got a Jazz seat belts. Jazz seat. Jazz seat belts. Another item that's in every car I own, right over here. You can look at this one. I have a massive fuel cell. All the fuel cells I have are Jazz. And why do I have this bigger one? Because in class racing, you might have to add weight, and this is just an easy way to add weight, other than having a box. NGK spark plugs. They are better. A lot of products on these cars. Guy in here, you can see a lot of A&A manufacturing in Spring Lake, Michigan. A lot of brackets. A&A manufacturing, Spring Lake. Every car I own has got Hedman headers. Hedman. You can see the stamp right here. Hedman headers. Made in Alpharetta, Georgia. Howard's cams in all the cars. Believe in B&M shifters. And the shifter I really like with 3 speeds is the B&M Quick Click. It's foolproof, easy adjustable. In the other car with the two-speed power glide, we've got Hurst, which is also division of B&M. And that's about it. Anything you need, look at my Facebook site, Veldheer Racing, and thanks for looking today. See ya.